If you're a fan of true crime stories, you're probably familiar with the infamous park bench murders. Um, but for those who aren't, let's dive into the mysterious case of Carnell Sledge and Katherine Brown, two friends who met their tragic end in a park in Cleveland, Ohio. Before we dive in, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the like button for more content. The park bench murders were featured in the 5th season of the popular TV series Unsolved Mysteries, which was revived by Netflix in 2020. The case is indeed perplexing, with a lack of witnesses and motives, making it a challenging one to crack power. Carnell and Kate were two friends who had an intermittent relationship. They'd grow close, then drift apart, only to reconnect as if no time had elapsed. Both were surrounded by loving and supportive families, with neither of them involved in any suspicious or enigmatic activities. However, their unexpected deaths in 2019 came as a profound shock to everyone. The tragic tale of Carnell and Kate's slaying unfolds on June 4th, 2019. They arranged a rendezvous via text messages and phone conversations, choosing to meet at the Rocky River Reservation Park. They sat together on a bench, engaging in conversation an entire. Regrettably, the duo were later discovered deceased by a passing couple, both showing gunshot wounds at the backs of their heads. Despite the bustling area with joggers and traffic, no one reported witnessing the crime. It appears that a perpetrator approached Carnell and Kate from behind, committed the murder, and then vanished without a trace. The peculiarity of Carnell and Kate's murder lies in the swiftness of the events. They exchanged communications around 4:15 p.m., and their bodies were discovered dead just 14 minutes later, leaving little time for the perpetrator to commit the crime and escape. I'll show you some of these soul of battle. One intriguing enigma arising from the case revolves around what prompted Carnell and Kate to cross paths on that particular day. Interestingly, despite their friendship, their respective families were unaware of their planned encounter, leaving them puzzled as to the reason for this sudden rendezvous. The episode of Unsolved Mysteries also proposes that Carnell was intending to see Kate to express his affection for her. As stated by Kate's sister around a month before the murder, Kate had mentioned that Carnell believed they were destined to be together. One striking detail about the park bench murders is that a person who could potentially have seen the crime was within close proximity, yet oblivious to the unfolding violence. A roofer was stationed in a parking lot nearby, engrossed in paperwork. Just feet away from where the bench they sat on stood. Apart from the roofer, there seemed to be no other individuals who saw the crime unfold. Given how bustling Rocky River Reservation usually is, particularly during work hours, it's peculiar that nobody witnessed Carnell and Kate being fatally shot. As for motives or suspects, the case remains unsolved, with scant leads to grasp onto. Suspects ranging from a roofer, an ex-girlfriend, an ex-boyfriend of Kate, and a man who had previously taken someone's life on a date with Kate were investigated, but he had alibis that exonerated them as the perpetrators of Carnell and Kate's tragic deaths. An alternative perspective suggests that the park bench murders might have been spontaneous or motivated by hate creed. And I know that notably Cleveland has experienced hate groups and discriminatory violence due to race and religion and other factors. However, others argue that the murder could have been entirely unrelated to race and purely random. In any case, the park bench murders remain a baffling and challenging case that continues to intrigue true crime enthusiasts. And on a lighter note, it's a reminder that sometimes the most mysterious cases can be the ones that happen in broad daylight in a public place with no one around to witness it, except maybe a roofer who's too dizzy if it were works to notice. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time, salve.